If I were to ask someone, what image comes to mind when asked about God, what do you think they would say? I ask this question because it's a question that came to mind as I was reflecting on the scriptures today, the readings for this Mass. The letter to the Hebrews, which we have been hearing this past week, was written by an unknown author who was writing to a community of people who were once Jews but now new to Christianity. They were having difficulty letting go to what they once were taught and believed about God, who He was and what kind of God He was. In the passage we heard today, the author is reminding people that Jesus is not like the God they once knew. He said the God you once knew was not approachable. The God you once knew was not touchable. You were told that He was a God surrounded with blazing fire and gloomy darkness, with a voice speaking words such as those who heard begged not to hear any more messages from Him. Sad to say, there are still many people whose image of God continues to be one of fear and not unconditional love. The love that Jesus extends to each and every one of us. With the passage of time, people did come to know this unconditional love as Jesus began to send out His disciples 2 by 2 and gave them authority over unclean spirits. These disciples were touchable. They were approachable. And their message was a message of love and compassion that translated into healing sick people, lifting up the spirits of those who were depressed and burdened with sorrow. One could presume that people begged to hear what they had to say about Jesus, His forgiveness, His compassion, His love. What unclean spirits need to be cleansed from humanity today? Circumstances and situations that enslave us rather than liberate us. Who can best do this? Who has best done this? Fortunately, Christian men and women continue to go forth 2 by 2 with a message that Jesus lives and is alive. And it's especially gratifying to hear how the students on this college campus where I reside go forth during their different breaks to do charitable work and engage people with compassion, reflecting God's image to them. And I think of our own ministry founded by Venerable Father Patrick Peyton, that not only sends forth personnel to 17 countries worldwide, but also uses social media and film to spread images of God that convey God's compassion, God's forgiveness, a God who we can approach, a God who we can touch. What image of God comes to mind for you if you were to be asked this question today?